You ever have one of those bad days where people are just pissing you off? In those types of days, I always think to myself, WWKD, what would Kain do? Probably kill everyone and drink their blood. Welcome back to more Blood Omen. Today I have with me the game's librarian.
Howdy.
And Thor.
Hello.
If you remember at the end of last video, we need to track down Malik, and we are going to do that eventually. However, this video we're just picking up different powers that are going to aid us once we do confront him. So there won't be any story in this one, which means we won't have to be interrupted every 5 seconds by Kain talking, although that's still going to happen.
Don't forget to go there to get those Hearts of Darkness. Now you got the mace.
That's right. I believe I mentioned that last video. The mace will allow us to open up other areas. That is one thing that's kind of cool, and you'll see that going throughout this game is you find more and more stuff that allows you to traverse the area more, get into more areas, which I guess is typical for video games anyways. There are a lot of items in this game that actually replicate a lot of the cheats that I'm using. We're going to get an item in video 7 that will allow us to walk on water and walk through spikes. So that's pretty cool.
That is good.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about the mace, you don't have to accidentally kill anyone if you're trying to stun them.
Yep.
Death and disease stalked these streets. Bodies lay most in the very spots in which fate had taken them. A perfect homecoming.
It's definitely useful. I like it. And it stuns them pretty quickly too, from what I remember. And in this case, I've actually taken the time to preview these next few videos so I remember what's actually happening during them. The last one, I did not really remember what we were doing.
That looks like some sort of lab.
I'm not sure what's in there. However, we are using that as a transition area.
I saw like the test tubes and the burners and that, so that's why I was thinking it was a laboratory of some sort.
It's possible. It's possible they were something else and not even test tubes. With these old graphics, you never really know. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of these top-down view games, which means I will not be doing the original GTA games.
Years ago, word reached us of a strange pestilence that had laid siege to a few remote villages far east. But the rumors failed to prepare us for the horror that was the plague.
A pestilence, you say? I wonder if it was government created. Then again, that would never happen, right?
No.
Oh, the government would never do nothing wrong.
Nah.
Come, drink from us. Your magic energy recovers more quickly for our blood and health.
Thank you, blood fairies, or whatever the hell you are.
Yay.
I will gladly take magic recovering more quickly, even though I'm cheating infinite magic anyways.
Yes, because that magic does drain pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does.
Was that a zoom?
Worms and maggots fed upon his festering skin. The scent of tainted blood seeped through the wounds upon which they feasted. Pity. Such a waste. Good blood gone bad. Korhagen, my home. The finest city in all of Nosgoth, rich in vanity and conceit. I had no delusions as to the welcome I would receive.
But it's your hometown. They should be happy to see you. And we discussed last video Kain's hatred for wasting blood. And yes, that was a zoom. There are two different view types, the zoomed out and zoomed in view.
Ah.
I try to use the zoomed in one whenever I'm just standing there and he's talking. Not perfect at it, but I try to anyways. The zoomed in view makes your visibility a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Or reduces your visibility, whatever. You know what I mean. he just would not drink that person for some reason.
Aren't these considered monsters?
I don't know. Maybe they're making people sounds.
I was gonna say, what was that tirade about not wasting blood?
Yeah. Well, I chalk that up to old game design or old video game jank. One of the two.
A new power, maybe?
We do get new powers in this video.
Damn, the slowdown's really hitting him.
Oh, dude, this area was really bad for slowdown. I forgot about that, actually. But yeah, it's bad here. I should have sped this up, but I didn't.
Emulators emulate the system so well.
No, this is actually accurate. That's how it
Well,
plays.
that's what I mean. They emulate all the dodgy stuff as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Driver 2 was the worst for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a car game and you're just like so slow.
Oh, God.
That game was too big for the PS1.
Yeah, especially at some kind of a car game, I assume you want things going fast.
For the most part,
yes.
yes.
Driver 1 though has the hardest tutorial before it lets you actually play the game.
I think it's easy. But
Yeah,
then
but I
again, I've
suck at
done it
driving
several
games.
times. Fair enough. I do that shit with my eyes closed these days.
Well, for me, playing games is basically like other people playing with their eyes closed. So, hey, I know all about that.
Right. You'll be a natural at it then.
Hey, there you go. So what's the problem you had with Driver 1's tutorial?
Well, you're in the underground garage and you have to perform all these stunts to pass the test before you can actually progress into the main game. And you've got 60 seconds to do it, if I remember right.
Oh.
60 seconds, something like that. And you've got like 3... You can crash 3 times, but you'll fail it if you do. Like don't crash, do it in time. Gotta be fast.
Okay.
But don't be too slow.
Yeah, it asks you to do all sorts, like slaloms and brake tests and reach this speed and stuff like that. Do reverse 180, 360s and burnouts and all that shit.
Okay.
And I really sucked at that, especially with a D-pad.
Yeah, driver's very D-paddy.
Invoking this spell cloaks me under a protective aegis. Whatever spell is cast at me will be reflected back at the caster, leaving me unharmed. It will only last for a short time, however, before leaving me vulnerable once more.
That is essentially a shield spell, which, again, replicates a lot of the cheats that I use. I'll be showing it off next video once we face off against Malik.
Nice, the power of reflect.
Yep, pretty freaking sweet.
I don't know if driver has analog support, does it?
I don't think the first one did, the second one does.
It came out in 1999, so I don't know if it did or not.
Probably not.
Well, 98, 99.
I don't
Yeah.
remember a whole lot of PS1 era games having analog support. Admittedly, I didn't play that one, so it could have, but I would just guess not based on the PS1 games I played.
It took me a good few attempts to get past that tutorial, so you can't skip it.
Well, I've done that tutorial several times, and if you want an example of how to do it properly...
Watch your video.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I don't know. I think
I
those are
didn't-
mages of some kind.
They look like it. Yeah, you can drink them.
Yeah, fire mages, I think. Just to add a little extra wrinkle to the combat.
Ooh, and looks like you're in a new dungeon.
Yep, and I appreciate the adding a save point to the... I don't know where I was going with that. Damn it. Whatever.
Ooh, skeletons.
Yeah,
Spooky.
I'm trying to find a switch over here somewhere. I can't see the damn thing. I really want this game remade.
There you go.
Got it eventually. But yeah, I think I remember always wondering what the hell those analog sticks were for in the PS1 games, because I never used them and you never had to.
Yeah, not many games used them. And when they did, it wasn't all that great.
Yeah. This is ice, so of course it's slippery, which means they're going to be dicks and have situations where you could slip into spikes if you're not careful on that ice.
Ah,
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. Good times.
indeed. It wasn't like to the PS2 analogs was like in every game.
Yeah.
But one good example of a PS1 game that uses both analog sticks is Ape Escape.
Oh. I never played
Yeah.
that one.
It's an interesting game and it's referenced in Snake Eater.
Oh, really?
Yes, because there's these little monkeys you can shoot.
Oh, God, I remember this room. I don't know if you have to kill a specific enemy in order to unlock this door, or if there's a switch, or what you're supposed to fucking do. I think you have to kill a certain enemy. And so it took forever for me to open that stupid door. That's right, so we have those in this area too. I think they're mages you have to kill in order to open a door. Fucking annoying.
I like that annoying one there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh well, you slid right past him.
Yeah. And it's weird. You have all this ice here when there's no indication of the temperature of Nosgoth. I guess it could be cold.
well, you see some snowy areas when it was flying about.
We're going to be in one next video, but for now it's kind of weird to see iced up areas. I know it's for a gameplay perspective or gameplay purposes, but still.
Couldn't it be artificially made?
Magic maybe? Like this, I always thought this was more of a medieval equivalent. I could be wrong on that.
Ice magic, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
see
this-
right there. You can slip into spikes really easily. Which is annoying as fuck. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually used analog sticks on the PS1.
Yeah. Ape Escape is a great example of how to do it properly with both analog sticks.
And it would have made sense to use them on the driving games.
Oh yeah.
And that's another one I had a tough time unlocking.
Lower forms of undead fall swiftly to deception. With the bone armor, they are not as eager to challenge me.
Right, so now we have bone armor.
Do you have to equip it or?
Yep. And I don't think I've done that yet, but
Yeah.
I will eventually. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It just allows the skeletons to see you as, I guess, not a threat. But that's only going to last for a little while before you deal with other enemies anyways. So it doesn't really matter. I don't even think it provides you any extra protection.
I can just imagine him walking into a room with skeletons wearing one of those bodysuits with the skeleton painted on it.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm one of you guys.
that's kind of what it looks like.
It's got the mask on and everything.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
kind of what
skeleton.
That's almost what it looks like if I remember correctly. I may have
Oh
just said,
wow, okay.
yeah, I may have just said fuck it and didn't even bother to equip it.
Halloween party shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bizarre.
Okay.
It is the season for Halloween.
All right.
When we're recording this. Well, commentating this.
Well,
Well-
this is a Halloween appropriate game, so you know.
Yeah, I mean vampires, gothic setting, or well, maybe not gothic, but
Almost.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fantasy slants, innit?
Dark fantasy or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what I would call this either. And it doesn't matter either way. Yeah, you can see he slipped really quickly there.
Wow, one shot him. What the fuck?
And of course, we still have switches to hit, because fuck you, that's why.
Is this that game's favourite? Fuck that up.
I'll edit it out. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, is this that game? For fuck's sake! Alright, hey, okay, start again. Our Switch is like this game's favourite thing or something. There we go, fucking hell, third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, they
it
are.
seems so.
Yeah, and
We don't have
Switches.
to put any of that out, I don't mind.
Yeah, and Blood Omen and Blood Omen 2, yeah, there's all kinds of switches. I don't remember how common they are in Defiance, but in Blood Omen and Blood Omen 2, which you guys were on most of you were on Blood Omen 2 all the way through, and then Thor, you were on most of it, so, and then all of Joe's Blood Omen 2, so you know how many switches they used in that game.
God, they're even worse in that one.
Yeah, it's pretty
With the
bad.
whole-
This cleanses my body of any dangerous poisons. Quite useful with all the filth I find myself surrounded by.
Ooh,
Awesome.
antidote.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah, they use a lot of switches in these games. I think they replaced them in Soul Reaver with block puzzles, and that's going to get really annoying when we get there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound any better.
No, it's probably worse, actually. I'm not looking forward to that.
Ugh.
I love the atmosphere in Soul Reaver. I love the voice acting. The story's pretty good for what you get, but I am not looking forward to those block puzzles. Oh, and that switch, you can accidentally hit it again, which gets quite annoying. Happens to me all the time, and then you have to go hit it again to unlock the door again.
Door goes up, door goes down.
Yeah, old school jank.
And we've made it to the new save point.
And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We will see you all next time with more Blood Omen.
Have a good day.
Yes, goodbye.